CHRO is a civil rights organization, and I totally understand the tone of what you're saying, because sometimes you feel like you're banging your head against the wall. We cannot give up. To tell you the truth, we cannot give up. We have to keep banging. We have to stay together. We have to build coalitions. We have to speak the truth. We have to use our even phones and record the police while they're breaking the law and bring it up again and bring it up again. Come to these meetings. Organize. I mean, in the Muslim community, there are those who gave up, who just don't believe in the system anymore. We have people who go through the immigration system and they have a file, but they have the FBI, the immigration, and other agency. They blackmail them. They say, if you do not cooperate, if you do not let us do this, if you do not spy on your own community, your file is gone. I mean, we have these violations every day, but we cannot give up. We have to organize. Call the NAACP, call ACLU, call CARE. Build your own organization, your neighborhood. We have to stand up to this. There are rules on the, if you talk about racial profiling, I mean, it took us, I don't know how long. I mean, this law, if it wasn't for the scandal at East Haven, this law would not see the daylight.
Talking right. And it took a white man to bring it out.
The year before, when we tried to pass this law, and all of a sudden it disappeared. We don't know what happened. We had all the votes. We counted them when we were under the light. But behind closed doors, this law died the year before that, and we don't know why. If it wasn't for East Haven scandal, when we pushed for it, the very next day, a coalition of organizations stood up on the Capitol and said, the reason you have East Haven is because this law, which is in the books, which makes profiling illegal, and yet it still happened, is because this law is broken. And police, stations and police chiefs, many of them don't even understand when we talk about profiling, what does that even mean? I mean, some of them say, it was after one of these panels in Hartford. The police chief on camera, on the media said, we profile every day. Because when somebody calls, that's not what we're talking about. When somebody breaks the law and they give you a description, go after that description. That is not profiling. Right. That's not the profiling at least we are talking about.
Right.
So, we can't give up, my brother. Yeah. We have to stay and keep fighting.
I appreciate the form. I just want to ask some representative. We have a representative from the New Haven Police Department here. I would like to have a response from them because I'm talking about the New Haven Police Department, and I also would want to talk to the Department of Justice.
I can't comment on a case that's pending. Okay. I don't have the right to do it. All right. Okay, so I can't comment on your case. You have a case that's pending in court right now.
And I filed a complaint with the Department of Justice. I heard nothing from you. So
I'm going to step out of the role for a minute. In my former life, I was a federal prosecutor, and I understand what you're saying, but I want everyone in the audience to understand this. While you may perceive or feel that the court is somehow protecting and in cahoots with the police, that's not necessarily the case. There are rules that have to be followed. And the theory in our criminal justice system is that there's a prosecutor and there's a defense lawyer, and both people are competent to come before the court, and there are rules and regulations that each must follow. And the court is restricted by those rules. So sometimes we walk away feeling, well, the judge did this or the judge did that. Well, that's because they're the rules. No, I want to say that because I see and I understand what you're saying. But
keep it real.
They use the rules to support and to back up what they're doing.
Exactly.
I'm not going to sit here.
That's right. We're not taking that anymore.
I have a federal case pending right now against the New Haven Police Department in the city of New Haven. I went to court. I filed a motion to have my case dismissed. The judge told me, hiding behind the rules, that the cops they were dismissed. They were going to annul my case to protect the officers from
incrimination
themselves. That's what the court told me. The rules. These are the rules that the court system used to help the officers. I'm just not talking off of my head. I've experienced this stuff. And if we're gonna talk about what the rules and these rules, and we gotta follow these rules and procedures, I'm living proof of following rules and procedures and seeing exactly how the courts work to support what's going on with racial profiling in the police departments. And I'm just as New Haven, it's probably happening across the state, across the country. Not
In
even
Norwich
probably,
and
I
New
know it is.
London.
I don't wanna take up the time, I know we got other stuff going on.
What I was gonna say is that they can talk to Ezekiel Jennings